purpose of my speech today is to inform you of the important factors involved when considering alternative energy for the future. Pretend you woke up this morning and the lights in your house would not turn on, there was no hot water in the shower, and your car would not start. How would you feel? A world without a reliable energy source is in the foreseeable future of our civilization that is currently dependent upon fossil fuels, a finite, non-renewable resource. This means that it is inevitable that society will exhaust its main source of energy, and therefore it is imperative that we consider other ways to power our homes, cars, and many other things we use every day. When considering alternative energy use for the future, society must take into account the scientific possibilities, the environmental consequences of alternative energy use, and the technological advances that are possible. One scientific discovery that is currently underway is the use of biofuels. Biofuels are produced from biomass, which include living organisms such as trees, plants, crops, and as well as half of all trash. The major potential of biomass is the production of liquid fuels. These fuels include ethanol and methanol, which is mainly produced from crops such as corn and wheat, and methane, an odorless, colorless, flammable gas produced from waste. According to Science Daily, September 27, 2011, researchers with the U.S. Department of Energy's Joint Bioenergy Institute, they have discovered a new advanced biofuel that could possibly replace standard fuel for diesel engines, but would be clean, green, renewable, and produced here in the United States. Another alternative energy that scientists are considering is wave energy, also known as tidal energy. This is a form of hydropower that uses the ocean's energy in form of waves and tides to create electricity. This electricity is mainly used in desalination plants, power plants, and water plants. And according to the Ocean Renewable Energy Coalition, October 23, 2006, Ocean Renewable Energy could help diversify our energy portfolio and improve our environment. They go on to say that with the proper support from the greater scientific community, that this could be a robust part of a reliable, affordable, and clean electric supply infrastructure. After considering the scientific possibilities, you must take into account the environmental consequences of biofuels or of alternative energy. They could negatively or positively affect the environment. One positive effect that biofuels could have on the environment is the reduction of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, therefore reducing the global warming effect. Because the crops grown to produce biofuels directly take carbon dioxide out of the air, it would reduce greenhouse gases. But according to the Food and Agriculture Organization and the State of Food and Agriculture 2008 report, they say that scientists' studies have shown that different feedstocks grown for different biofuels have different environmental effects. One negative effect that biofuels could have on the environment is the increase in greenhouse gases, depending on which feedstock is used to produce the biofuels or the biomass. Because nitrous oxide is released from fertilizers used in crops, those crops used to produce biomass could result in an increase in the emission of 300 times that of carbon dioxide as greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. After considering the technological advances, or the environmental effects, and the scientific possibilities, you must consider the technological advances that are possible. If we had better ways to store hydrogen, then hydrogen fuel cells would be an attractive alternative to petroleum-based fossil fuels. Because this oxidation product is water, which is environmentally benign and highly abundant. But storage is a problem. One other alternative energy storage that's being used is the lithium-ion battery. In 1991, the Sony Corporation made this a commercial reality, and it's used in telecommunication devices and computers, especially as they get smaller and more efficient. To get the best use out of any energy technology, improvements need to be made in energy storage and transmission. Superconductors are being considered for both of these. Superconductivity is a phenomenon that occurs when zero electrical resistance occurs when certain conductors are cooled down to near absolute zero, or 321 degrees Fahrenheit. Superconducting magnetic storage, or SMES, electric energy is stored by circulating a current in the superconducting coil. This current can persist almost indefinitely with no measurable loss of electricity, which means that we could store electricity, which is the closest thing scientists have come to perpetual energy ever. Superconducting transmission lines could reduce resistive losses, but require energy for cryogenic cooling of the cables. It should be possible to use existing tunnels for these cables, thereby reducing costs while increasing transmission quality. In conclusion, alternative energy is a complex issue that should be carefully dissected, considering scientific possibilities in the future, the environmental consequences of the uses of these fuels, and the technological advances that are likely to develop. So next time you wake up and your lights won't turn on and your car won't start, remember the important factors involved when considering alternative energy for the future. Thank you very much.